Shoot again. Shoot again.
Alaska's Big Game combines video footage from Barely Time to React, 1 ton of bull moose, and Alaska, the ultimate experience. All filmed on actual hunts on the Alaska Peninsula at Cinder River and Wildman Lake lodges. Alaska's Big Game includes some of the most exciting trophy hunting footage ever filmed in Alaska. Hunting Alaska brown bear is not an exact science. These bears can be dangerous and unpredictable. I've had a lot of close calls over the years, but the one that still wakes me up in the middle of the night was the shootout at the OK Corral. It's one of my favorite spots, right on the coast. Lots of things on the beach for the bears to eat. I was guiding Van Hale from Arizona. Van is a well-known elk guide and mountain lion outfitter, and as it turned out, I was damn glad I was with a hunter of Van's experience. If we can't get a bear here tomorrow, boy, there's going to be something wrong. Man, I'll tell you, there's so many bear out in this spot here, it's just incredible. I saw 6 bear in a herd of bears coming around the corner over there this morning. I couldn't believe it. I flew around the mountain and I figured, man, this is the spot we got to be. And then we've seen what, the big boar with a sow and another single boar up there digging. Yeah, that is incredible. That's a copper-colored bear. We got to try to get that bear. God, he's a beauty. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Well, we'll spend the next few days here, man. We're going to hammer some bears.
Good to me.
Looking good.
Yeah.
I always like to build this fort here, Van, because at night those bears come sniffing all around the camp. And
is that right?
yeah, this gives you a fighting chance anyway if he decides to come up to the camp. Put the tent right inside here. And so we've had a lot of bears come right here and poke their nose right in and look. And
right. Looks like you've been chewing on that.
Yeah, it's all chewed up over here. Yeah, it was all built when I left last time, and they look like they just chewed it up and knocked it all down.
This looks like there's kind of their main pathway, huh?
Oh, their bear trail comes right through the darn place here.
Jeez.
But it's a good level spot. We can sleep right there in the nice grass. It took us a little while to sort out our gear and put up the tent inside the log barricade. We got the camp set up, and the more bear stories I told Van, I got to thinking that a few more logs around the barricade might increase our chances for survival. A couple years ago, a guy named Willie Comfort shot a bear in his underwear right here. The bear stuck his nose right in between the logs, and Bill zipped down the window, and all he saw was a bear snout. No. We found some old net on the beach, and then used rocks to make a good tie down for the Super Cub. We'll just throw rocks right in the middle, and we'll get about 600-700 pounds of rocks here, and then let the wind blow.
Well, it can definitely blow.
Oh yeah, we had a 65 the other night at the lodge.
What the heck are all them things jumping around down there?
Oh, those are sandhoppers, but that's what the bears are eating. The bears are rolling these rocks over on the beach, and they're licking these things up. And the bear we've seen on this island are so fat, they've got to have a lot of protein in them, because there's not any salmon runs or anything going right now. So they're eating greens, and they're eating, there he goes, that's why they call them hoppers. Well, let's get the tie down built here. Clear these rocks
After the camp was set up and the Super Cub was secured for the night, Van and I built a fire on the beach and prepared for a real Alaskan feed. I keep looking up that beach for that bear to come walking down that beach.
I've been looking ever since you've been here.
I tell you, when they come around this corner here, it's gonna be damn close. So I keep that 416 on the hill.
Yeah.
Right behind me here.
I know where it's at.
Then after a big supper, we decided it was time to turn in for the night. In Alaska, we cannot hunt the same day airborne, so after a few hours of sleep, Van and I were up at dawn, ready for the bear hunt. Well, today's the day, Van. This is it. We'll be go hunting. Have me your stuff here, and we'll start getting organized. It's big country, this Alaska, and going is quite often difficult. Most of all, it's important to take your time, keep looking ahead, and keep the wind in your face. Hunting brown bear requires a lot of looking, a lot of glassing, and always being ready to encounter the unexpected, like this sow with 6 newborn cubs. Looks like 6 cubs to me.
Yeah.
She's a big old sow.
Can you believe that? 6 cubs?
And this is a regular bear factory out here, 6 cubs, that's incredible.
I didn't even know they could have that many.
Nobody would believe it, really. The biologists say 1 or 2, you know, but there's 6 cubs.
Right there. I can see them right now. 6 little beggars.
She goes out of sight there, maybe we can work up and get a little closer look. You don't want to get too close to her, she'd be a mean mother, boy.
Boy, I ain't kidding. What's she?
The wary mother took her cubs over the bluff, down onto the beach below, when Van and I decided to take a closer look at this rare sight. As we approached the bluff above the beach, we got a first-hand look at a sight that I'll never forget. A brown bear sow with 6 cubs, something never heard of, and we were there to witness it firsthand. As the family of bears crossed our wind, the sow bolted back down the beach, taking her cubs to safety. However, the entire brood couldn't keep up. Just when we thought we'd broken up this happy family, the wary sow made a vicious charge in our direction, followed by the entire troop. That's when I told Van I was glad we were up on the bluff rather than down on the beach. Not finding danger on the beach, the sow collected her cubs and then set off at a slower pace that they could all follow. We'll go find us a legal bear.
Yeah.
With the better part of the day shot, we pressed our safari on to look over just one more hillside before the long march back to Spike Camp, carefully looking and glassing the hillside that surrounded us. Hey, you're a pretty good spotter.
Lots of practice.
Passing up a good bear like this one is sometimes difficult, but 5 miles from the spike camp, without the wind just right and enough daylight to stalk and skin the bear, we decided it best to come back to this valley tomorrow.
Well, here's the camp. Well, that was something that saw with those cubs. That was really great. Well, let's have something to eat, and then we'll try again tomorrow, see if we can't get a single bear. Yeah.
As Van and I laid in the tent that night, the sound of the wind rustling the waterproof tent fly eventually relaxed me into a sound sleep. I was dreaming of that big bear that Van and I were going to hunt tomorrow. Bears like this one are a hunter's dream, and as an outfitter, I would like nothing better than to make that dream a reality. Having hunted Alaska all of my life, I have had some great Alaskan experiences, but none like hunting the Alaska brown bear and all that it entails. And the genuine excitement of a hunter just returning to the base camp with his huge trophy, and even larger stories of the hunt, and enjoying the pride with which he relates his experience to the other hunters, and the camaraderie that develops between hunter and guide.
Looking good.
Suddenly, we were living a hunter's worst nightmare with barely enough time to react. And it was over before we realized what was actually happening.
Somebody's trying to eat the tent.
You had to flap them out.
There's your bear, Van. Having a little bear. A little quicker than I thought.
In 20 years of hunting these enormous Alaskan brown bear, this was the first time I ever had a bear try to get in the tent with me and a hunter. Luckily, Van kept his head. Firing the .375 through the mosquito netting, he anchored the bear. Had he missed, I would have never had time to get outside where I could get the killing shot before the bear came through the tent on top of both of us.
There's the bear that came through the tent. Right here.
That's them.
This is the end of a grueling tale, the shootout at the OK Corral. Boy, you won't find a better hide than that. That thing has got hair on it 3-4 inches long. You know? It's beautiful. That was a lot of fun, Van. You put on a pretty exciting hunt.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet. Now we're going elk hunting. So we get an elk to chase us.
We'll try. I guarantee it. We'll try.
Brown bear hunting isn't always this exciting. I relate it more to bush flying, hours of boredom and seconds of terror.